out this morning on a walk. We're having a bit of a lazy day today because we're all kind of a bit dull and tired, but we've come to the river here in Florence. This is the Arno River, and we can see some of the bridges that go across the river up here. We're going to walk on up and have a look. That bridge right at the far end, not the arch one, but you can see one with like buildings going across it. That's the Ponte Vecchio. Very, very famous bridge here in Florence, the Ponte Vecchio. We will definitely go up there and cross that. So this first bridge here with the arches is called Ponte Alacaria. One of the many bridges that cross the Arno River just here. Look at that tiny little car. And the famous Ponte Vecchio with its jewellery stores and everything. The story goes back that when it was first built, the stores and everything were like leather tanners and butchers and smelly sort of places. And then the city decided that having those horrible places on the bridge into the city would only attract bad things into the city, so they got rid of all of those, closed them all down and put in jewellery stores and merchants. So there you go, the Ponte Vecchio. So there you go, there's the Ponte Vecchio in all its glory. If it wasn't on a bridge in Italy, you would think that it was alongside a river in Taiwan. They look similar. The bridge that you see there, what date did I tell you, Bruce? 13, let's go 1374, there's a random number. The first talk of the bridge was in 996, it was in documents, but that bridge got washed away, and then another one got washed away, and then somewhere in the 1300s it got rebuilt to what we see today. So I just bought my first ever cannoli. I don't think I've ever had one before. This is a cannoli pistachio, and Bruce bought a cannoli Italiano. So there you go. Oh, it was the Siciliano, cannoli Siciliano. So it seems like kind of like a hard pastry, kind of like a brandy snap filled with pistachio cream of some sort or something. We'll give it a try. Well, we walked all the way up the hill, and now the road's taking us all the way down the hill, and we may end up having to walk up the hill again on the other side. But what you see here are the old city walls of Florence. And, we are going downhill at a fairly steep rate, and I am concerned for Jen and her legs. Her sore knee. Doesn't like downhill, and she doesn't want to turn around and walk backwards, which would make it uphill downhill, but Anyway, we think we have to get up onto the hills that are up over that side over there. We shall see as we go. Just making our way up the stepped path here up to Piazzale Michelangelo, which is where we're going to have a good look out over the city. Probably shouldn't have just eaten. So the spot that we're at here is called the Giardano della Rose, or the Rose Garden. But it gives a great view out here of the city of Florence. Look at that ship there in the frame. That's pretty cool. But if we come out here, we can see the Rose Garden down there. None of them are blooming at this time of year, but you do get a nice view out here over the city of Florence. Just cuts off the Duomo over there. The Duomo is the dome on the right hand side, being cut off there by the trees. We've moved around just a little bit here on the deck here at the Rose Garden, and now you can see the Duomo over there. Look at that dome. Just awesome. Where'd it go? There it is. Over on the church over there. It's just spectacular. Beautiful buildings. So we've made our way up to the top here of Piazzale Michelangelo. There's some stalls and things and that over there. There's an amazing view, but if you look over here, you can see the old walls going up the hill there, the old walls of Florence. Lovely. I'll bring you over this way and show you the view. Beautiful city here of Florence, the home of the Renaissance, center of the world for quite a long time. Lovely city, and really nice right up here at Piazza Michelangelo. These markets here. Great looking building. Open air and markets on the inside. Very cool. This unassuming building here across the road is Santa Maria Novella. It is a pharmacy. It was the first pharmacy here in Florence. The monks used to make rose water as an antiseptic, and nowadays it's still like a pharmacy and a perfumery, and it's open to go in and have a look, and it's really interesting, so come and have a squiz. We were told about this place by Marco, the guy whose apartment we're renting. He said it's one of the places that's really worthwhile going and having a look at, and that it was It's free entry. It's nowadays like a perfumery. They manufacture and make perfumes, and you can go and smell them all and everything like that. We'll go in just a sec. We are just back in the Piazza de Santa Maria Novella. There's the Santa Maria Novella church down there. We're just waiting for Bruce. He ran back to the apartment to drop something off that he bought. And we're just waiting for him just here. There's the symbol of Florence. Up here on the top of the obelisk. And the church over here. As soon as Bruce arrives, we're going to go wander down and have a squeeze inside. Just walking on down, the bells have just started ringing for midday. Look over there, a cannabis store. There's the Duomo up there, that's where we're heading. Look at these buildings. How spectacular are they? Wow. So this one here is the Cathedral di Santa Maria de Fiore, the main cathedral here in Florence, and you can see the one of the domes on the back there, and the bell tower over here. But look at the colour and the art and decoration just on the outside. It's very ornate, beautiful green and white and terracotta colours. And that bell tower is amazing. There is the dome, famous Duomo dome here in Florence. And apparently you can climb the dome, but it's something like $600 to climb the dome. So we're not doing that. But according to everything I've read, general entrance into the cathedral is free, but the doors are all closed. Maybe there's a side door somewhere that you can go in. We'll wander around and have a look. Look at this door. It's just to a random building across the road from the Duomo. How good is that? That's just spectacular. Love it. just on the baptistry across from the cathedral. This is Gibretti, Lorenzo Gibretti's famous gold doors from 1425. Look at them all, aren't they just gorgeous? Zoom in a little bit, you can see some of the details. Sorry for the fence, they fence you off so you can't get too close. So this is the Fontana De Porcelino, and it's a fountain. You can see water dripping from the wild boar's mouth. Very famous here in Florence, and the idea is that you put money up on the inside of its mouth and it washes out, and if it drops down into a particular grate underneath it, it'll bring you good luck. You can also rub its nose for good luck as well. I know he's pretty hard to see because it's so bright out there and he's dark, but look, the obligatory dude on a horse. I don't know who the dude is or anything like that, but well, I don't know anything about that, but every city seems to have a dude on a horse, and here's a dude on a horse. There's this dude on a horse. Bruce says his name is Fernando, so I don't know who. Fernando's somebody, but he's riding on his horse here in the middle of town. Alright, I want you to have a look at these statues here. I don't know anything about them, but they're kind of cool. Spitting out water. Interesting. This is just beside the dude on the horse. This monument here is to General Manfredo Fanti. It is in Piazza San Marco. So we just arrived here at the Galleria della Accademia of Florence, or well, essentially it's the museum where the statue of David is. We're very excited. We're going to go and see if we can get tickets. Gallery of the Heads. Or maybe it's the Gallery of the Busts. A busted head. This is the Musical Instrument Gallery. Look at these beautiful cellos. Wow. Violin from 1716. These ones here are harpsichords. They look like tiny little pianos that are really long, but they sound great, really twangy. A Michelangelo incomplete sculpture. There's a number of these incomplete sculptures here in the gallery that Michelangelo didn't get to finish. This is just one of them. Straight ahead of us here is the genuine, or well, I'll going to say the one and only, except it's about the fourth one that we've seen in the last few days. But this is Michelangelo's statue of David. They say this is the greatest piece of sculptured art ever created. We'll go and have a close look. It was sculpted from a block of marble that other sculptors threw away and said, it's useless. It can't be sculpted, the marble. It's too damaged. And Michelangelo said he saw David in the stone and carved him out.